Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh my goodness, I look so different. Well, not different, but I feel like my face is slimmer. Anyways, back to what we're here for, and I know that everybody has been waiting for this video for so long. Um, this video is going to be my birth vlog slash story. So a couple things before we get into it. The hospital didn't let me record like a live birth. Obviously, I wasn't going to show the things that were gonna go down there, but I did want to have some clips. But they unfortunately they said I couldn't record because the doctors, and regardless of that, it would have been way too much. I don't even think I would have been able to, because it was such a crazy, like, it happened, everything happened, and it was super crazy. You guys will see. I do have a bunch of clips to show you guys from the actual birth. So this is a birth vlog, everyone. And it will also be a story. I will be telling what happened and everything that I went through. But before I do put in these clips, I just want to say that to all the women out there who are having a baby, planning to have a baby, our moms, oh, mister, our moms already, or whatever the case is, you guys are amazing. We are built to have the babies, to make babies. Whether you do it natural, with epidural, C-section, whatever it is, you guys are warriors. I have the utmost respect for women in general. To have my body made a baby, to be able to go through that and actually have a baby, and I actually had a baby vaginally. So, well, I don't even know how you guys say that, but I did get the epidural, but it was as natural as I could have done it. To all you women out there, you guys are amazing, and just keep doing what you do, because we create life, and you were just you're nothing but short of amazing. And I know I keep saying that, but that's what it is. But as you can see, my baby is making grunting noises. That is all he does. But you guys will be able to see him at the end of this video, and I'm so happy. So before I enter the clips, I just wanted to say how I always thought that I was gonna have a March baby, and I always said ending of March, and I did go into labor March 31st at 10:30. I was induced. So, and then I always joked about having an April Fool's baby, about pranking Jason while during April Fool's, and I actually had an April Fool's baby, so that was just super funny. But I am going to roll the clip of my birth vlog. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I'm actually in the hospital. I should have started this vlog earlier, but with everything that happened and going on, I didn't. So just to like a quick fill in. So today is, well, when I got here, it was March 31st, and I got here around 9 p.m. And the reason why I came was because all day, like, I felt like decreased fetal movement, and I was feeling like really sick. Like, I felt like very achy and like just weird. So, and that was like since like Jason left to work, and he left like around 1. So I decided to call the on-call doctor, and they had called me back, and I spoke to him, and he was like, oh, just make sure, like, just come in so we can double check. And he was like, oh, like, just because you're so far, like, along, like, just prepare to stay just in case. And I didn't think anything of it. Like, I literally left the bag, and I had a purse that I packed with, like, that I knew that I was gonna take just to the hospital, and obviously like my hospital bag. But I didn't think anything of it. Like, I was just like, you know what? No, this is not gonna happen. I'm not going to go. Like, they're not gonna induce me. So, and I had done everything. Like, I literally like ate like 4 oranges. I laid on my left side to see like if the baby would move, and he wasn't moving how he normally does. So when I got here, then the doctor that I actually spoke to on the phone came into the room, and he was like, "Well, the baby looks good. Everything looks like the heartbeat's good." and he was just like, to give you peace of mind, we rather induce you because you're so far along, and we don't want you to go home and then feel the same thing, and like for you to be worrying and have anxiety. And then he was like, I'm gonna I'm gonna do an ultrasound to see how, things are going. And he actually said that I didn't have much amniotic fluid left. So it was a good thing that I came because the baby didn't have like a lot of amniotic fluid around him. So I ended up getting induced. I got in, I got a Foley bulb put in me, and that took me to 5 centimeters. And like it was so weird. It didn't hurt. It hurt when because it's basically like a cervical check, and then they put the thing in you. So quick video, and I know the birth vlog is going on, but just stopping it right here. A Foley bulb is a balloon that they put in your cervix to help soften and open up and dilate to get to a 10. So basically they put that in, and they told me, okay, we're gonna put Pitocin on you. They told me they were gonna put the bulb in. They did that. It was pretty painful, but as soon as I got that, my contractions started, and let me tell you, that was not fun at all whatsoever. It was super, super painful. And then I got like the runs. Like I literally was in the bathroom for 2 hours. That thing was in me for 2 hours, and I was in the bathroom because I could not stop pooping. And thank God I did, because nobody wants to poop. Like I didn't care if I pooped while I was pushing and, giving birth. But like people would tell me like, you're gonna poop yourself. And I'm like, okay, I'm pushing, so whether I poop or not, whatever. I'm pretty sure these doctors see everything. But that was the thing, and they decided to like not start the Pitocin at the same time they put the Foley bulb in, because I was in, so like my contractions were consistent. They were every minute, every minute, every minute, every minute, which was, I couldn't. And in the vlog, like I started vlogging at like 5 in the morning, so you couldn't even see how bad it was because everything happened so quick. Like I went in for fetal like decreased movement, as you guys saw in the clip, and then boom, I was getting these contractions. I forgot about vlogging, forget the camera. I was like, oh hell no, this shit is not good. So then when I picked up a camera, my camera, it was already 5 in the morning. I had the epidural, so I was chilling. But before that, it was not good at all. No. It's 5:30 now, so I've been in labor since 10:30. 10:30, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 7 hours. I think we're doing pretty good. Hopefully we have a baby soon. I'm so excited to meet him, and I hope that everything goes well with like pushing and everything. We'll see, and I'll keep you guys updated in a few. So, as you guys saw, they broke my water at 6 centimeters, and I kept saying like, yeah, I'm gonna get the epidural. I was actually very scared of the epidural, which is why I waited, because I was all like, oh my goodness, that's a huge needle. I don't know. People kept telling me like, oh, you should do it natural. People kept saying, some women get back pain after birth because it's a huge needle going into your, like, I don't even think it's your spine, but it's like kind of like, I don't know, it's in your back. But point was that when they broke my water at 6 centimeters, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna wait 30 seconds after I felt that warm like gush, and it was weird. Like it was way more warm than I expected. Like people kept saying like, yeah, you're gonna it's gonna feel like pee. No, it doesn't. That thing was super warm. Like no wonder he didn't want to come out, because it was so like warm water. And so okay, they break my water, and 30 seconds later, oh, I couldn't even breathe. I was like, I'm dying. I literally looked at the nurse and I said, please, I need the epidural. She goes, okay. Literally the guy, there was only 2 people in the floor, like giving birth. It was me and somebody else. So the guy came in right away. And then this guy, this anesthesiologist. Let me tell you. Él, I'm going to talk in Spanish. Él quería coger su tiempo. Just want to take his time. He's over here explaining to me, and I'm over here like, hello, like, can you, please, I need help. Can you please put this in my back? Because I'm dying here. And like, I'm looking at Jason, and they had Jason like leave because it had to be like a sterile area. And Jason comes back like 30 minutes later, and it was all great. You guys can see in the clip, it was super great. Hi guys, I am, well, they haven't checked me yet, but I don't know how many centimeters I am, but it's currently 7 in the morning, and I'm trying to get some sleep, but it's so hard. I don't know, my body's not letting me, but I think it's because I actually slept the entire day yesterday, so, but at least Jason's getting some sleep, so that's a plus. Well, I just wanted to update you guys. I'm gonna try to continue getting some rest before I have to push this baby. And hopefully I don't have to get a C-section or anything. Just checked me, like, what, 30 minutes ago? Mm-hmm. No, like an hour ago. And, well, like 45 minutes ago. And I was still 6 centimeters, but I was 80% effaced. So I'm using the peanut ball now. Please show them this. And we're gonna do like 1 hour on each side. But my contractions are more regular now, 1 to 2 minutes apart. So hopefully we got the show going on because I'm so tired. But good thing I'm not in pain. I just feel like pressure. And my legs asleep. But we'll keep you guys updated. Right now, I am currently almost 9 centimeters dilated. And they like literally sat me up. I don't know if you guys can see. Because they want the baby's head to come down a little bit more. Right now, he's at 0. I don't know, bunch of technical terms, but I'm so tired. I feel so much pressure, so it shouldn't be long now. I am so excited to become a mom. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Oh, and I've actually been in labor for 14 hours. 14 hours and a half, yep. So, we'll see.
So this is our room tour. The entrance. Yeah, so it's a sink. A little desk area. Then we have the beautiful patient. All the hooked up wires. Everything looking real good. Looking real good. That's the baby bed right there. There's a closet. Beautiful mirror of a building next door. Lovely grandmother. My throne right there, that bed. Check out the bathroom. Got the bathroom here. Multiple spider heads. Shower heads. Nice little tub, soaking. Got the sink. Mirror. Toilet. One more time, the lady of the hour.
Hello guys, as you can see, everything's completely different. I am in my own pajamas. We are actually in our room at the hospital. I had the baby, and he is absolutely gorgeous. We literally made the perfect baby.
Yeah, I don't even know how to position myself. That is like crazy right now. Ah, there you go.
I was in labor for exactly 24 hours, and it was very painful. I pushed for 2 hours and a half, and it was a lot. I teared a little bit. It was like a superficial tear. The doctor said that most women tear more than what I did, which is crazy because I pushed for 2 hours and a half, and he ended up being a really big baby. Well, a big baby considering
What
how
they were
small I
originally.
am and what people were
That and what they were
saying.
guessing, yeah, because they were guessing what 5'10",
5'10", and he came out.
and some people were
Set.
saying 6 pounds at most.
Yeah, he was the only one that actually guessed
I,
the closest. He was off by 1 ounce.
ounce.
I am in so much pain, but if I had to do it again, I would do it because it was totally worth it. He is the cutest baby, right?
Yeah, yes.
He is the cutest baby. I feel like I did not make that. He is so cute, and he's such a good baby so far. He's sleeping. He latched well on both breasts. Um, we're actually leaving tomorrow. It's probably like almost, oh, it's actually 3 in the morning right now.
No.
I ended up not vlogging because like it got pretty painful, and so I just didn't vlog. I was so tired. I have not slept in 24, well, more than 24 hours at this point. And I was so hungry, so tired. It was just, all I could have was ice chips, and it was long. So,
How was that turkey sandwich, by the way?
oh my God.
And here he goes. Like,
He makes like these cute little noises, and he just goes like this with his little lips. So I got a turkey sandwich right after I gave birth. Like, I mean, it was like 2 hours after I gave birth. And I was like breastfeeding him, and I was eating at the same time, and it was so good. I actually can eat another one because it was a cold sub turkey sandwich.
right? You sure that he's not ready
But
to eat though?
I'm probably gonna breastfeed soon. So I let my birth vlog continue just so it wouldn't be like a back and forth thing. But to continue off the whole me being in labor for that long. So what happened was around 2 o'clock, they realized that I was progressed, but that the baby wasn't coming down. So being posterior means that the baby is head down but facing up, and they want the baby to face down. And honestly, I could have gave birth at 2 p.m. and that would have been it. But because he was facing that way, doctors had to come in. 2 doctors came in and try to manually turn him. I had the epidural, but let me tell you that was not fun. It was super painful. I literally felt this guy, like, I felt like he was elbow deep in my shit. Like, I'm being blunt. Elbow deep trying to turn this baby, and it was just not, it was super painful. The other lady doctor tried to, and it didn't work. And then so they had me like basically doing a bunch of stuff. They had me on the peanut ball. Then I was on all fours on top of the bed. Mind you, I don't feel my legs. So I'm on the peanut ball like this, trying to get this baby to come down and turn. That didn't work. Then they had, you know, the tray where the thing that the table that goes over the bed so you can eat. They had me with my leg laying down with my leg on top of that with a pillow to see if the baby would turn. That didn't work. And I kept telling them, like, I need to push, I need to poop, I need to poop. And they were like, you cannot do that. And my biggest fear the entire time that I was there, I kept saying, like, please, I don't want a C-section. I don't want a C-section. Please, please, please. I don't want to tear. Please, 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 please. And my biggest thing, like, if I knew that it was, like an emergency and I needed it and the baby wasn't tolerating the contractions, I would have gotten a C-section. But he was fine. So my concern was, okay, well, I live on the second floor. I don't live around family. It's just me and Jason. So I was like, you know, if I do have a C-section, I'm gonna need like so much help, and I didn't want that. I was like, I don't know if you guys can. Oh, Bambi, my dog wants attention all the time now. But So that was my biggest concern. My biggest concern, I was like, I don't know. But so I ended up having to hold for like what 2 o'clock, 6 hours, having to hold the feeling of like trying like put like wanting to push and like having to poop, because they told me when you feel like you have to take the biggest poop of your life, that's when we're pushing, because they were trying to prevent like me tearing, because I kept saying I want to tear, I want to tear, and because he was posterior, I was gonna push for a long time. They already knew that. They had already warned me. But so then 8 o'clock comes and the doctor walks in and goes, "It's time to push." And I'm like, "Oh, thank God, thank God." You thought I was gonna give birth soon? No. So we're pushing, and like at first it's like a resident doctor, and we're pushing, nothing. They're telling me like, "Oh, you got this, you got this, got this." Jason was being amazing. The nurse that I had was amazing. Honestly, shout out to her. She was the biggest motivator besides Jason in that room. I loved her. So, okay, whatever. I'm pushing, and then it's like an hour and a half in, and I'm still like not, baby's still not out, and I'm like, oh my God. And then they had like these lights above, and I was so tired, mind you. I haven't slept in like more than 24 hours. I was so tired. They had like lights on top, and the room was very dimmed. But they had the lights on top, and I kept looking at them every time. I kept bringing myself up to push, and I was like, "Can you guys please turn it off?" Because I was so tired that my eyes were shutting, and I was just like this, like pushing. But so then the on-call doctor that induced me came in, and I swear to you, that guy is heaven. That guy was sent from heaven. He literally was like, "Okay, push where my fingers are," and like, too much information. If you guys don't want to hear this, please fast forward. He was literally going like this to my area, like just, and granted it was just like these fingers, but like it felt like he was like, and I'm just like, oh my God. And he kept telling me like, push where my fingers are, and I kept pushing, and then the other doctor told me like, we have to call in the NICU doctors, and I'm just like, at this point I'm looking at Jason like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm pushing, so like you don't realize, if anything's going wrong, because doctor doesn't say anything till that point. And she's like, oh, his heart rate has been going up in the last couple of pushes. We need to call the NICU doc team in. And I'm like, okay. And so they call. Like I'm pushing, and then they're like, all right, they call them, and they come down, and doctor says, you need to get this baby out now. Like push. And I pushed, and all I felt was like the head come out, and then it was like, he like took him out. And this is where, and it was scary because I pushed for 2 hours and a half, and it was very painful. I didn't feel I felt the contractions coming, but I didn't feel the intensity of the pain. But I did feel all the pressure of him coming out and all that stuff. Like that was painful. So then he comes out, and they place him on my stomach because he's still attached to me. Place him on my stomach, and when I look down, this baby is purple. Oh my goodness. Even thinking about it makes me want to cry, because that was the scariest moment of my life. He was purple. He didn't cry. So I'm just like, and then they took him to like the little bed that you guys saw in the clip, little bed that they had for them. There was literally like more than 15 doctors in there. I was just like, they got like 4 doctors checking on him. Then they got like 5 doctors looking at my vagina, and then they got like just a bunch of people, and I'm over here like legs all out, like all spread out, like just them trying to deliver the placenta. I did not feel anything of the afterbirth because I was so focused. I mean, I probably the epidural, but I was so focused on like if he was okay that I was just like, whatever. They pressed on my stomach. I didn't feel nothing. I was just like, where is my baby? I literally kept asking, like, what's wrong with my baby? Why is my baby not crying? Oh my God. And then Jason, like, I told him, like, go with him. But I was so scared that, like, I'm telling him to go, and I'm literally holding on his hand for dear life. Like my mouth was saying, like, please go with him. But my face was like, no, don't leave me. So, like, he was in between, like, the bed was right here, Jason was right here, and the baby was right here. So he was, like, in between both of us. But I couldn't see because the bed has the thing, so I couldn't see. And I just kept like trying to go like this, but I couldn't move because my legs are open and they're trying to, you know. And I just keep crying my eyes out, like, is my baby okay? Is my baby okay? And then they find, Jason says that he was telling me from the beginning the baby's okay, but no, he was not telling me the baby was okay. I feel like that was the longest, like, 5 minutes of my life of like me asking, was my baby okay? The nurse was telling me like, he's okay, and I'm like, I'm not hearing him cry, like he's not okay. And come to find out, Jason told me that his umbilical cord was wrapped around his head, and they had to stick a tube down his throat because he was in shock and he had all the fluid in his lungs that he wasn't able to breathe properly. So they had to do that, and that's the reason why he came out purple, bluish. And I didn't get to hold him for the first 20 minutes of his life, but the moment that they placed him in my like chest, I felt so good, and like I forgot about every pain. And I feel like when people tell you, oh my goodness, like I'm already getting teary-eyed. Sorry guys. When people tell you that having a baby is like a different type, why am I crying? Oh my god, I need to get a hold of myself. Okay, anyways, when people tell you that having a baby, you're gonna know what love is, and like you're gonna know like that unconditional love. Like I know what love is. Like I love his father, and like, you know, he's amazing. But like knowing that my body made him and he's mine, I was just like, oh my god, yes, like you're okay, you're alive, like you're fine. And they were telling me like, you know, that he was great, not to worry about him, that he was good, he was perfectly healthy little boy, and he was perfect. And like, literally, like I didn't even look at him, I was just like, my baby, yes, finally. And then I got a chance to look at him, I was just like, oh my goodness. And he was big. Like during my labor, my second nurse, I was there for a total of 3 shifts, so I got 3 nurses, and my second nurse was like, he's gonna be a small baby, he's gonna be 5'10". I was so scared. I was like, what did I do wrong? Like, why is my baby so small? And this baby came out, whooping 7 pounds, 5 ounces. Yes. And he was 20 and a half inches long, which I find to be super long, and that's the reason why I felt like he was all the way like up here. I'm not a big person. I am actually very small. I'm 5 feet. Jason's like, I don't know, 5'9". I might be wrong. He might watch this video and get upset, but we're not tall people. So the fact that he was very long was insane. But it's been a beautiful journey. We are currently 19 days in, and he's so beautiful. I will attach some pictures after I finish talking and vlogging about this experience. It was the best experience in the world. I would do it all over again if I had a chance to. And also to talk about the whole me having low fluid. I vlogged the previous vlog before this. I explained how I went to the labor and delivery, and I told them that I felt like my water broke. They never specified if my water had broken, but they said that I was low on fluid. So I suspect that maybe my water was leaking the entire time. So that happened on that Monday, and I went into labor. I got induced on Sunday. So moms, always go with your gut feeling. Because God forbid, I would have never went in for decreased movement, and my paranoia would have never set in. I don't know where we would have been, God forbid, but thank God that we're good. My due date was 10 days away because I was due April 10th, and you never know. But I think I was going to go into labor regardless because I was having contractions, so we probably would have been fine. But that is the end of my labor and delivery story. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will be back with so much more videos, so much new content, different content, not just about baby or pregnancy, because I am back. I'm currently trying to get my body back, just a little update, and we're working on it, but I'm not gonna show in this video. I know you guys can see a little bit. My face is slimming down. You know, I gotta get this summer body going, and I can't wait. I'm gonna have a bunch of videos for you guys, just so stay tuned. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.